It's past midnight, and the city is finally quiet enough to hear your heartbeat. Streetlights smear across the windshield like soft gold paint, and all I can think about is your hands on my neck and the way your laugh still lingers in the air. The world outside is cold and distant, but in here, with the windows fogged and your perfume wrapping around me like a secret, everything feels slow, heavy, and sweet. I'm driving nowhere on purpose, just letting the road curve and bend the way your body does when you relax into me. Every red light feels like a chance to look over, trace the line of your lips and memorize the way you breathe when you reach, trying not to smile. Tonight isn't about rushing noise or bright neon distractions. It's about the quiet hunger that lives under every word we don't say. I want this whole playlist to feel like that moment when my fingers finally find yours in the dark, when the silence stops being awkward and turns into something electric, something that hums just under the surface of our skin. Yeah. We slide through the night like a private movie scene. Leather seats warm, your shadow painted on my jeans. Your fingers draw circles on the glass, small and slow, radio low, just enough to let the tension grow. You lean your head back, eyes closed, breathing deep. I catch every detail that I want to keep. The mole on your shoulder, the curve of your smile, the way you blush when I stare too long for a while. You laugh and say, eyes on the road, baby, please let's never sin. But your hand on my thigh makes my focus leave. You bite your lip like you know what you're doing. Every tiny touch feels like the night is blooming. We re-talking in whispers, but our bodies shout. Every small secret pulling bigger feelings out. You say you're not ready, but your voice shakes low, and I can hear in your tone you don't wanna go. You're irresistible, baby, like midnight on my skin. Every look you give me says, come a little closer and I'm kin. We don't need to rush, let the slow songs begin. Turn the lights down low, let the night pull us in. You're irresistible, baby, and I can't pretend. Every second with you, I never want it to end. Let the playlist play like a heartbeat in the room. Soft bass, soft touch, shadows kissing in the gloom. We're not saying much, but the meaning's crystal clear. Every inch between us is too much space here. Your lashes flutter like you're fighting what you feel, but your body leans closer and the truth breaks the seal. I trace a line from your hand up to your face. Every little shiver, every breath, every taste. I whisper, tell me if it's too much, too fast. You whisper back, I've been waiting for this to last. By the time the last note of the song fades out, we're not just two people killing time in a car. We're a confession wrapped in slow drums and soft keys. Your head is on my shoulder now, your fingers laced with mine, and the air between us is heavy with all the things we finally stopped hiding. Outside, the night keeps moving. From the very first note, I knew this wasn't just another playlist. This was a confession disguised as music. You looked at me when the beat dropped that slow. Lazy glance that starts in my eyes and drifts down like you retracing a path you re not ready to walk, yeah, but desperately want to. Every time you laugh, my chest tightens. Every time you look away, I wanna pull you back by the chin and make you stay. There's something dangerous about the way you move when you're not trying. The natural rhythm that syncs perfectly with every drum, every snap, every deep rolling bass line. You don't have to do anything extra, it's just who you are. The way you lean on the wall, the way you tuck your head behind your ear, the way you listen like the song is touching you from the inside. In the slide with the sound, with this tension wrapping around us like smoke. There's only one truth left in the room. You're irresistible and we both know it. I watch your silhouette sway in the half-lit room, bare feet on hardwood, dancing slow to the tune. Your shirt slipping off one shoulder like a sigh. You don't even notice the way you catch my eye. You hum along off key but so sincere. Every broken note just pulls me near. You close your eyes, hands up in the air, lost in the moment like no one's there, but I'm here. And I feel every move, every gentle sway, every hidden groove. You spin around and bump into my chest, laughing soft, hand pressed where my heart rests. You apologize, but you don't move away. I feel your breath, hear what you don't say. I place my hands lightly at your waist, slow and careful, giving you space. You're irresistible, baby. Every way you breathe my name, every glance, every laugh drives my senses insane. You're irresistible, I can't play this cool. I'm falling in your rhythm, breaking every rule. You're irresistible and I don't want a cure. I just want more of you, of this, of us for sure. We stand there, still, in a bubble of sound. The rest of the world just blurs to the ground. Your fingers climb slowly up my arm, tracing every line like a quiet charm. I ask with my eyes when my lips don't dare. You answer with a look, pulling me there. Our foreheads touch, the distance erased. Every heartbeat loud, every fear replaced. If temptation had a face, it would be you, yeah. If desire had a voice, it'd sound like you do. The song wraps around us like a silk blanket, cocooning us in a moment that feels too perfect to risk breaking. You rest your head against my chest and I can feel your smile even before you say a word. My hands memorize the shape of your back, the curve of your waist, each small place my fingers can claim as familiar. You whisper, I didn't think it would feel like this, and I whisper back, I did. Because every glance you gave me tonight was a warning, and I promise as the chorus fades one last time, I kiss your tempo slow and sure, and realize that this isn't just a playlist, it's the soundtrack to the night. Sunrise, words just get in the way. You could tell me how much you want me, how long you've been thinking about this, but the truth is already written in the way you lean in, the way you exhale when my hand slides across your thigh. The language we were speaking tonight is silent and fluent eyes, fingertips, a slight hitch in your breath when my touch finds that one place that makes your whole body listen. The lights are low, the beat is slow, and every sound outside this room feels miles away. Your phone is face down, my mind is clear for the first time in weeks, and the only thing that matters is the way we already understand each other without saying a single thing. You pull me closer without asking at all, just a gentle tug like a quiet call. Your pupils wide, catching every glow, like you rereading me in the dim lights flow. You sit on my lap like you've done it for years, hands on my shoulders brushing away fears. You don't say I want you but your body does, every tiny movement louder than it ever was. You tilt your head exposing your neck, I kiss it once, feel your heartbeat check, your fingers clutch tighter at my shirt sleeve, like you're scared if you let go I might leave. I slide my hands up your back so slow, tracing every line I already know. We talking sizing, gasps in heat, letting the silence say this is complete. Body language only, we don't need to speak. Every breath, every touch is all that we seek. Your hips, my hands, this rhythm we've grown. We saying I need you without a phone. Body language only, let the silence talk, let the music guide where our fingers walk. Your eyes meet mine, a question and a dare. Are you here with me? Is all I see there. A nod without words, just a tighten embrace. Your nose nuzzles softly along my face. I feel your lips hover, testing the space, then finally fall into mine slow and lace. We move together like a song unfolding, every second deeper, every moment holding. If love is a verse, then this is the rhyme, written in shivers, recited in time. When the track ends, we don't rush to fill the silence with chatter or nervous jokes. We just breathe together, still wrapped around each other, letting the warmth between us settle into something steady and real. Your hair is a mess, my shirt is wrinkled, and the room smells like your skin and my cologne, mixing into something that feels like us. You rest your forehead against my eyes closed, lips parted like you were about to speak, but instead you just smile, and that says more than anything you could have tried to explain. The next song slips in smooth and slow, and the only thing we need to do is listen to the music, to our bodies, to this quiet, undeniable pull.
The room is dim, washed in a soft red glow that makes your skin look like it's lit from the inside. The curtains are half drawn, city lights leaking in like curious eyes that will never get the full story. Somewhere between the first glass of wine and the way you laughed is something I said. The mood shifted slowly, gently, like a temperature rising 1 degree at a time. Now the air feels thicker, heavier, as if every breath is dipped in honey and heat. You move closer without even thinking. Your knee grazing on your shoulder, brushing me like a question you already know the answer to. Every part of me is aware of every part of you. The way your chest rises and falls, the way your lips part when you were lost in thought. This is not the wild, reckless kind of desire. This is the quiet quiet fever that sneaks up softly, asking for patience, asking for slow hands and unhurried hearts. We read talking about nothing and everything at once, half-finished stories and unfinished ones. Your fingers trace circles on the couch between us, tiny little patterns that say way too much. You lean back, stretch your shirt right in high, a glimpse of skin the next time slide by. I swallow hard, try to play it cool, but your body language is breaking all the rules. You ask what this playlist is supposed to be. I say, just something for when it's only you and me. You smile slow, like you've been caught, like you see straight through every secret thought. Your eyes hold mine for a second too long. The bass in the track feels deep and strong. The lyrics say everything I'm scared to speak, so I let the music kiss your cheeks. You give me slow touch fever, burning under my skin. Every little motion says, baby, let me in and in. And yes, though we won't gotta hurry, we don't gotta hurry. We can take our time tonight. Let the candlelight guide us through the soft moonlight. Slow touch fever, don't you cool down yet. Every second with you is the best I've ever met. Your hand slides over mine and stays, no nervous laugh, no looking away. You tilt your head and whisper my name, soft and low, setting my soul aflame. The room gets smaller, just us and the beat. Your legs tangle gently with my feet. You tug me closer, no space to spare. Heat in your breath, fingers in my hair. I ask you, sure, in a belly that tone. You say I've never felt this right, this grown, know it, this right, this wrong, know it, this right, this wrong, know it. The song drifts out like smoke, fading into the ceiling, and all that's left is the echo of your breathing and the soft rustle of fabric. We wrapped around each other now, not in a rush, not chasing some finish line, just letting the wharf build and roll like waves coming in gentle. Again and again, your fingers paint constellations on my back, and every tiny touch feels like its own language, a quiet way of saying, don't stop, don't pull away, stay right here. I bury my face in the curve of your neck, inhaling your scent, memorizing it like a favorite line in a song I never wanna forget. Outside, the night could be ending the world. I better hurry just to know, not in a rush, not chasing some finish line, just letting the wharf build and roll like waves coming in gentle. Again and again, your fingertips paint constellations on my back, and every tiny touch feels like its own language, a quiet way of saying, don't stop, don't pull away, stay right here. I bury my face in the curve of your neck, inhaling your scent, memorizing it like a favorite line in a song I never wanna forget. Outside, the night could be ending.
The night wraps around us like velvet, soft and dark and strangely honest. There's something about late hours that pulls the truth out of hiding the things you'd never say. Under harsh daylight, suddenly feel safe under the soft glow of a bedside lamp. You're sitting cross-legged on the bed, hair down, wearing one of my shirts like it's always belonged to you. We were supposed to just chill, just watch something, just talk, but now the TV is muted, the remote forgotten, and your eyes are fixed on mine like you finally ready to let the words spill. The playlist in the background is all slow jams and quiet storm, the kind of songs that make your soul loosen and your guard drop. This is the hour for confessions, for I've been wanting you, for I didn't know how to say it, for every slow burning feeling that's been hiding behind casual smiles and safe conversations. You twist the edge of the blanket between your hands like you're holding on to invisible plans. You're saying I used to feeling the scene like I'm reading pages you've kept too clean. I tell you I've watched you from day one, the way you light up every room you run. You look down, shy cheeks warm and red, but there's a tiny smile you're trying to share. You whisper I'm scared of wanting too much, I answer then let's start with one simple touch. I reach for your hand, you don't pull away, just let our fingers learn how to stay. The song in the background hums something slow about finally letting someone know. You breathing deep, let the fear unwind, and lean across the space that was left behind. yeah. Velvet night confessions, spill them on my skin. Tell me all your secrets, let this be where we be. You can give me all your almost, all your Sunday dreams. We'll turn them into kisses in between these quiet themes. Velvet night confessions, whisper them in my ear. Every truth you're holding is safe for me right here. You start with, I didn't think I was your type, like you're fighting off some old tired high. I laugh soft and pull you close to my chest. Baby, you're the reason I can't get any rest. You admit you've replayed every touch in your head, every joke, every look, every word that I said. You say I thought it was just me catching feelings alone. I tell you, I've been waiting for you to call this home. The tension breaks into something warm and bright, like stars finally showing up in the night. We end up lying side by side, the ceiling now our only witness. Your head is on my arm and your confession is still echoing softly between us. Not heavy, not scary, just real. I trace lazy shapes on your arm while another slow track drifts through the room. And for the first time there's no more guessing, no more reading between lines. You said what you needed to say, I've answered in every way. I know how, with hands, with lips, with the way. I'm not going anywhere. As the night deepens, we don't rush to sleep. Instead, we let the music hold our story, yeah. Some people belong to the day, to schedules and routines and sunlight. But you and I, we've always felt more alive after dark. When the world slows down and the pressure lifts off our shoulders tonight. Instead of treating the night like a temporary escape, I want to treat it like home, like a place we were allowed to live in. Not just visit, no alarms, no early meetings, no responsibilities, waiting right outside the window, just soft music, soft touches, and the freedom to exist exactly how we are with no mask on. You pat around the room in my oversized tee, bare legs, bare feet, moving wild and free. You light a candle on the dresser, dim and low, casting shadows that dance with your glow. You say, let's pretend tomorrow doesn't exist. With a grin on your lips I can't resist. We turn off our phones, flip them face down, letting messages fade without a sound. You crawl into my lap like it's your seat, fingers tapping lightly to the beat. We talk about nothing and everything deep, about dreams, about fears, about secrets we keep. Let's make the night our home, not just a place to hide. Let's build our little world in this warm, endless tide. No rush to the morning, no race to the sun, just you and me, and this heartbeat is one. Let's make the night our home, where we can always return to the glow of your eyes and the way my hands burn. You trace the outline of my jaw with a hand, like you were sketching out some perfect gentle plan. You whisper, can we just stay like this forever? I say, as long as we keep choosing this together. Then you laugh, but your eyes are dead serious, like the thought of losing this makes you furious. We seal the question with a kiss, slow and true, like signing a lease on a sky painted blue. Hours slip by without us noticing, the way they always do when you're exactly where you're supposed to be. We change positions, change songs, change topics, but never change the feeling that this night is ours, that this space is safe, that this connection is real. By the time we finally drift towards sleep, it's not with dread for tomorrow, but with gratitude for what we built in the dark. We've turned the night into more than just a backdrop. We've claimed it, furnished it with laughter, sighs, whispers and promises. And even when the sun finally peeks through the curtains, I know we'll still carry that feeling, because once you've made the night your home with someone, the glow of it never truly leaves. If this were just a crush, it would have faded by now. Crushes don't keep you up at 3 a.m. replaying the sound of someone's laugh, or the way they looked at you over the rim of a glass. Crushes don't make you build whole planets around the idea of their skin, their lips, their voice. What I feel when you're near, and even worse when you're not, is deeper, messier, heavier. It's the kind of obsession that feels like a song stuck on replay in my head, looping the best parts and torturing me with what I haven't had yet. Your text light up my phone like a flame in the night. Every little hey hits my chest just right. I hear your name in every melody I hear, like the universe keeps putting you in my ear. I see your face and the strangers on the street, the tilt of her head, the way they move their feet, but they read never you, never quite the same. Just blurry reflections of a burning name. I try to distract myself, scroll and scroll, but every app feels empty without your soul. You post a photo, my heart hits the floor, zooming in like it'll open some door. It's ridiculous, I know, it's silent Nate, but I can't seem to hit pause, can't seem to break. You're my obsession on replay, running through my mind. Every beat, every breath, every note is intertwined. I press play on your memory like it's my favorite track, but baby, I'm craving the real thing. I want you back, obsession on replay. I can't turn you down, you're the only sound I want in this town. Then you show up at my door one night, standing there in my hoodie, eyes too bright. You say I couldn't sleep, I kept thinking of you, Greta Garland. And suddenly every fantasy feels brand new. We laugh at the timing and how we both tried to pretend this was like when it's oceans wide. You step inside and the playlist starts to flow, every slow song saying what we already know. We don't talk about how crazy it all is, not tonight. We just let the obsession take a new shape, less of a lonely loop in my head and more of a shared rhythm between our bodies and breaths. Your hands finally find the places I've been imagining. Your lips trace lines I've drawn 1,000 times in my mind. It's intense, overwhelming, addictive in the best way. But for once it doesn't feel one-sided or pathetic. It feels mutual, like we both been pressing replay on the same track from different rooms. Now we finally in the same space, the same bed, the same song, and neither of us is ready to hit stop. The road stretches out in front of us like a ribbon of possibilities, and the only thing that matters is that you are in the passenger seat. Feet on the dash, singing off key to every track. Windows cracked just enough to let in the cool night air. The smell of rain still clinging to the world outside, while inside the car it's all warmth and shared glances. You steal my hoodie even though you said you weren't cold, pulling it over your bare legs, drowning in fabric, it still smells like me. We really know what's special to driving through empty streets, neon signs flickering, traffic lights cycling for no one, but it feels like the whole city was built just to be a backdrop for the slow private movie. Every chorus that hits makes you dance, and you see shoulders rolling, lips mouthing lyrics, and it's impossible not to watch it like you the main event. Your hand rests out the window in the night breeze, fingers dancing like they re-flirting with the trees. You tilt your head back, laughing at nothing at all, just drunk on the freedom of this late night call. We talk about dreams we never said out loud, of fears we hide when we re in the crowd. You say you're scared of being too much to hold, I tell you I want every version, loud and bold. You look at me like you're testing a claim, eyes shining soft in the dash, girl flame. Slide your hand over to cover mine, our fingers locked like they've been waiting for the sign. The GPS is lost but we don't really care. Ooh, we are really exactly where we wanna be here. Passenger seat paradise, you and me alone, singing to the night like we already grown. Every mile we drive pulls you closer in my space, every chorus puts your heartbeat right in place. Passenger seat paradise, no map, no plan, just your soft hand wrapped up in my hand. Red light pause and the world stands still. You turn the volume down, soft gentle thrill. You say, can I ask you something without you laughing? I say you can ask me anything that's happening in me. You're breathing deep like you're jumping off a ledge, then whisper, do you ever think about us in a bed? I choke on the air, then smile slow wide. Every night I press play and let that thought ride. You blush, but you don't take the words back. You just lean in, closing every gap. We never really answer that question with words. Instead, your head finds my shoulder as we keep rolling through empty streets. The car becoming its own little universe where time doesn't behave the same. The songs shift from playful to softer, deeper, as if the playlist knows exactly how the mood is changing. You trace patterns on my arm and every line feels like a preview with touches we haven't had yet but both clearly want. By the time I pull up to your place, neither of us is in a hurry to open the door. The engine cuts, the music fades, and all that's left is the way you look at me in the quiet, silently asking if this paradise is to end at the curb or if we re-brave in a ooh, 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 ah, ooh, ooh, ooh. Sadly asking if this paradise has to end at the curb or if we were brave enough.
You said you'd only stay for a little while, Just one drink, just a few songs, just a quick catch up that somehow stretched into hours. Now the clock on the wall is flirting with dawn, and we still here barefoot, rumpled and tangled in a conversation that wandered from jokes to confessions, to the kind of silence that feels full, not empty. The playlist has moved from flirty bangers to soft hush tracks that feel like promises. Your eyes keep drifting to the window, to the faint light threatening to break a spell, and every time they do I feel a quiet panic in my chest that this might all slip away with the sunrise. You were curled against my side, blanket over your knees, hair messy, lips parted in half sleepy ease. You say you should go, but you don't stand up, just swirl the last drops in your empty cup. I offer you water, you take my hand instead, tugging me closer toward the edge of the bed. You joke about how we never meant for this, but your eyes tell the truth, wrapped up in bliss. The music hums like a heartbeat in the back, soft drums, soft chords, keeping us on track. You trace lazy shapes on my bare chest like you're writing words you're scared to test. You whisper what happens when morning comes. I say we make breakfast, we don't have to run. Stay till the sun comes, don't disappear with the night. Let the morning find us tangled in this light. We don't have to rush back to who we were before. Let the daylight see us, I still want you more. Stay till the sun comes, don't call this a phase. Let this be the start, not just a passing craze. You sit up, thinking, chewing on your lip like you're standing at the edge of some big cliff. You say, I'm scared of wanting this too much. I say that let's be scared together, we'll use it as a crutch. I sure you laugh, but your eyes are glassy and bright, like you're fighting back tears and winning the fight. You lay back down, pressing close to me, breathing deep, finally letting yourself be. The sky turns from black to navy to a soft gray blue, and still you're here. Your arm is across my stomach, you're like tangled with mine, as if your body decided long before your mind did that leaving wasn't an option. When the first real beam of sunlight pushed through the curtains, you don't flinch or pull away. Instead, you look up at me, eyes sleepy and open, and smile, the kind of smile that belongs to mornings, not nights. We're not hiding anymore, not from the light, not from ourselves, not from the truth. That what happened between us belongs in both worlds. As another gentle track starts to play, we finally get up, not to say goodbye, but to make coffee, to stretch into a new day, carrying the night with us in every soft touch and lingering glance.
The room is almost completely dark, lit only by the thin halo of light slipping under the door, and the faint glow from the speaker in the corner. It feels like the world has been turned down to its lowest setting, leaving only us, only this bed, only this playlist humming slow and low like a secret. There's something holy about the way your silhouette curves against the sheets, the way your hair spills like ink across the pillow, the way your eyes find mine even in the shadows. You look like a halo in a dark room, soft glowing, untouchable, and yet right here in my arms you stretch out, a faint outline in the black, like you remade a starlight I forgot I lacked. Your voice is a whisper, barely touching there, but I feel it on my skin like you everywhere. You tell me the dark used to make you afraid, too many memories, too many debts unpaid, but tonight you say it feels like a shield, like finally having a space where you can heal. I promise you softly that I'll keep the light low, as long as you need we can take it slow. You slide closer, pressing your chest to mine, breathing in rhythm perfectly in time. You're my dark room halo, glowing just for me in the quiet and the shadows. You set my spirit free. No spotlight, no pressure, just the hush of your touch. You don't know it, baby, but I've needed this so much. Dark room halo, stay right where you are. You're the brightest thing in here, my private star. The song sways with a side to side, like waves waves on the shore we can't divide. You kiss my jaw, trailing down slow, like you're tracing a map only you know. Your fingers find their way through my hair. Every gentle tug says I'm really here and never be. I hold you tighter just enough to say you're safe with me when life gets rough. We lay there for a long time, saying almost nothing. There's no need to fill the dark with chatter when our hearts are already speaking in a language deeper than words. You fall half asleep on my chest, your breath's growing longer and heavier, and I keep my arms around you like a shield, like a promise. The music moves from one track to the next, painting the room in invisible colors that only we can feel. In this dark, you're not hiding, you're shining, and I'm just honored to be close enough to see it as the last note washes over us. I kiss your hair and whisper a thank you to the night for giving me a version of you that daylight never could. Ooh. Ooh. The silk sheets are cool against our skin, but everything else is warm, too warm. There's something about the way they slide and slip that makes every movement feel deliberate, exaggerated, unforgettable. We wrapped up in more than fabric. We wrapped in secrets and late night admissions, and the kind of honesty that only shows up when the world is gone quiet. You run your hand along the sheet, then along my arm, humming softly like you testing textures, testing limits. Tonight is for secrets shared in the dark, for I've never told anyone that's whispered into a pillow. For the safety of knowing the person beside you isn't going anywhere. You tell me about the walls you never meant to build, the heartbreaks that left your trust built. You say, I don't fall easy, I don't let people in into, but your legs are tangled with mine, soft against my skin. You laugh and say, this is different. Throw words like that like you're trying to excuse the way you let go. I tell you I'm not here to rush or take, just to be the calm in every quake. You rest your head on my chest inside like you're letting part of your old self die. The sheets rustle softly as you shift near, every move a small surrender of fear. Silk sheets and secrets wrapped up in our night. Every truth you share pulls me into your light. You can lay your stories down, I'll hold them all in this quiet heaven where no past can call. Silk sheets and secrets, let them fall like rain. I'll be here in the morning through every joy and pain. You lift your head, eyes searching my face, looking for lies you'll never trace. Why are you still here, you ask, so soft like you expect me to vanish and drift off. I smile and tuck a strand behind your ear because you feel like home. That's why I'm here, that's why I'm here. You blink back tears, then let them fall, finally believing you don't have to stand tall. We fall asleep eventually, not because the night runs out of magic, but because our bodies can't hold the weight of so much honesty forever. You're pressed against me, heartbeat steady, breathing even. No longer guarded, the secrets you spilled don't scare me away. They pull me closer, make me wanna protect the soft hidden parts of you even more. The silk sheets are twisted and wrinkled now, but they feel like a tapestry of everything we said, everything we touch, everything we promised without planning to. As the playlist continues in the background, I drift off with one thought looping through my mind. I don't just want your body in the sheets, I want your soul in this bed night after night. Silk sheets are twisted and wrinkled now, but they feel like a tapestry of everything we said, everything we touched, everything we promised without planning to. As the playlist continues in the background, I drift off with one thought looping through my mind. I don't just want your body in these sheets, I want your soul in this bed night after night. Some names sound different at night. In the daylight, my name is casual, something you toss over your shoulder with a laugh or a question. But right now, in this dim room, with a soft glow of the lamp and the bass vibrating low under the floorboards, my name sounds like a secret when it slips off your tongue. You say it's slower, sweeter, tasting every syllable like you reading out in a rush to get to the end. Every time you whisper, something in my chest pulls tighter, like a string being tuned to the exact pitch of you. You lying half on top of me, half the side, caught somewhere between teasing and pride. Your lips brush my ear when you laugh low, like you're testing how deep my reaction will go. You say my name like a quiet spell, soft and warm where every wish would dwell. I close my eyes and let the sound sink in, like a favorite chorus playing under my skin. You drag your nails down my arm, slow and light, drawing little lines of electricity in the night. You ask, do you like when I say it like this? I answer with a sigh and a stolen kiss. Your chuckle vibrates through my chest, like a hidden track we never confessed. Whisper my name again, don't let it fade. Let it roll off your tongue like a sweet serenade. Say it slow, say it soft, let it melt in the air every time you do. I feel you pulling me there. Whisper my name again, right next to my ear, so I know I'm the only one here. The music dips down to a softer refrain, keys and pads washing over our veins. You pause, look at me like you're memorizing every little reaction, every rising. You cut my face, thumb tracing my lip, leaning closer with a teasing grip. You breathe my name like a confession in the dark, branding it on my skin, leaving a mark. If heaven had a language, it would sound like you now. Every quiet whisper turning into a vow. We sink deeper into the mattress, into each other, into the space where words don't carry pressure, only comfort. Your voice is my favorite instrument tonight, hidden notes no singer ever could, because every sound you make is just for me. You keep saying my name between giggles, sighs, and soft curses when I touch you just right. And I answer each one with lips and hands and steady presence outside. Someone might hear only a muffled song and distant footsteps, but in here, every breath, every whisper, every syllable is a track on repeat. By the time the playlist loops back to the beginning, I don't ever wanna hear my name the old way again. From now on, I want it the way you say it, slow, sinful, and full of all the things you don't dare say out loud in the light. Even when you're gone, you're not really gone. Your shadow lingers in the doorway, in the corner of my eye, in the way the room feels too quiet after you leave. It's like you move through my life, leaving soft fingerprints on everything. My couch, my clothes, my pillow, my playlist. I find myself reaching for my phone just to see your name, turning up certain songs because they sound like you, turning others off because they hurt too much. I'm not just addicted to your touch, I'm addicted to the echo of you, the outline you leave behind. Your hoodie still hangs on the back of my chair, smells like your perfume, your skin, your hair. I tell myself I'll wash it, put it away, but I wear it at night when I miss you too much to say. The mirror holds smudges from your lipstick grin, little signs of the nights we let each other in. The bed feels huge with just me inside, but the dent where you slept hasn't yet dried. I play our songs till the neighbors complain, but they don't know I'm just soothing this ache, this strain. Every corner of this place says your name, like love tagged the walls and refused to be tame. I'm addicted to your shadow, the trace you leave behind, every echo, every scent, every memory in my mind. Even when you're gone, I'm still wrapped up in you, caught up in the afterglow of everything we do. Addicted to your shadow, chasing what I can't hold, hoping you'll come back and make the story bold. Then my phone lights up with your face and a call, breaking through the silent weight of it all. You say you can't sleep, that you miss my bed, that every song you play replays what we said. We laugh at how we both stuck in this haze, addicted to a fire we set ablaze. You ask, can I come over just for the night? I answer, leave the shadow and bring the real light. Minutes later, you're at my door, hair messy, eyes tired, wrapped in the same hoodie you once left behind. The second you step in, the room feels right again, like all the missing pieces click quietly back into place. You drop your bag, kick off your shoes, and walk into my arms like you never truly left. As we fall back into the bed that's been waiting for you, the shadows on the wall shift and soften. I'm not addicted to the ghost of you anymore, I'm holding the real thing, and for tonight at least that's all I need. The lights are off, but the room glows faintly from the street lamp outside. Soft orange light spills through the curtains, painting your outline in gentle fire. You relying on your back, one arm behind your head, the other resting across your stomach. I'm beside you, turn toward you, close enough to feel the heat coming off your skin. We're not touching much, not yet, but the space between us is already burning. This isn't a flash, not a spark, not a quick flame. This is a slow burn building quietly in the dark, inch by inch, breath by breath. You turn your head to look at me, and in that moment, everything else disappears. Your gaze is heavy and unhurried, sliding over my face like you're taking your time. Coming, you whisper, voice thick with something sweet and dangerous. I move closer, my chest brushing your shoulder, my hand resting tentatively on your stomach. Your skin is warm under my palm, rising and falling with every breath you take. You cover my hand with yours, fingers lacing through mine, holding me there like you anchor yourself. The contact is simple, but it feels electric, like a low voltage current crawling up my arm. We don't rush to close the rest of the distance, not because we don't want to, but because we do. Slow makes everything louder, the brush of your thumb, the hitch in my breathing, the soft shift of fabric. You slide our joint hands higher from your stomach to your chest, pressing my palm over your heartbeat. Feel that, you murmur, yeah, I breathe, my voice barely there. That's what you do to me, you say, in the honesty in those words. There's something inside me on fire. I lean in closer, our noses almost touching, the warmth between us getting thicker, heavier. We're not even really kissing yet, and somehow it already feels like the most intimate thing in the world. You're my slow burn in the dark, heating up every corner of me without a single word. No rush, no urgency, just steady growing heat that I can and don't wanna control. Every glance, every brush of your fingers, every shared breath feeds the flame in this darkness. We don't explode, we melt slowly into each other. If love is a fire, then I'm happy to let you take your time setting me ablaze. You finally roll toward me, eliminating the last sliver of space between us. Your leg slides over mine, your arm curls around my waist, and suddenly I'm fully wrapped in you. Your lips find my neck first, slow, soft, deliberate, like you're leaving your name on my skin. I exhale, a shaky sound that makes you smile against my throat. Too much, you tease, voice warm and playful, but your hands are still gentle, not even close. I whisper, my fingers digging lightly into your back, pulling you closer. The way you move is unhurried, like we have all the time in the world. Every touch feels like an answer to a question my body didn't know how to ask. We're not chasing the end, we savor in the middle, lingering. Ooh, yeah, yeah. It's late enough that the world feels like it belongs to us. The clock glows somewhere in the dark, but I don't look at it. Time doesn't matter when your body is as close to mine. You're lying on your side, facing me, one hand resting lightly on my chest. Every breath you take rises and falls against my skin like a soft tide. I stare at you in the half-light, tracing the outline of your face with my eyes. You notice, of course you do, and that's slow. Now a smile curves across your lips. Midnight has its own kind of gravity, and right now it's pulling me deeper into you. You whisper my name, soft like a secret, and suddenly the room feels smaller. Your fingers glide across my chest, drawing lazy lines that make my heart skip. You don't rush, you never rush, and that's what drives me crazy. Every touch is intentional, every pause filled with unspoken meaning. You look up at me from under your lashes, and the way your eyes shine makes my pulse trip. I love it when you stare at me like that. You murmur, voice low, a little teasing like what I ask. Even though we both know you already have the answer, like you're trying to memorize me. You say your fingers now, tracing the edge of my jaw. I swallow, my hands slide into your waist, pulling you closer until there's no real space left between us. Maybe I admit, because there's no point in pretending otherwise. You shift, tucking one leg between mine, your body melting against mine like we were carved to fit together. The weight of you, the warmth of you feels like the center of my universe. The air is thick with the kind of silence that isn't empty at all. It's loaded, heavy, humming. I can feel every beat of your heart, every inhale, every soft exhale that brushes my neck. Midnight gravity pulls us closer, not just in body, but in the places we don't show anyone else. You are my midnight gravity, pulling me in with every breath you take. I don't want distance, I don't want space, I wanna orbit you all night long. Every touch, every sigh, every quiet whisper keeps me locked in your atmosphere. I fall slowly and completely into the way you hold me in the dark. If the world disappeared outside these walls, I don't think I'd even notice, because right here, wrapped up in you, I've already found everything I need. Tilt your head, brushing your nose against mine, testing the space between us. There's barely any left, but somehow it still feels like too much. I slide my hand up your back, feeling every inch of you as my fingers move. You shiver just a little, and that tiny reaction sends waves through me. Our foreheads touch and we breathe the same slow air. Eyes locked like we're rereading each other's minds. I feel so close to you right now. You whisper, voice soft and honest, no defenses left, so stay close. I answer, my thumb stroking small circles into the small of your back. The words are simple, but the weight behind them isn't. You move.
The music is playing low, just a soft R&B track barely filling the space. We rewrapped in dim, colored light purple, blue, a little pink turning the room into a dreamy haze. You're close enough that I can feel your breath on my neck, warm and steady. My name slips from your lips, almost too soft to hear, but my whole body reacts like you shouted it. I swallow, pulse jumping, and all I can think is, say it again. You behind me at first, your arms draped around my waist, your chest pressed to my back, your chin rests on my shoulder, and I can feel the curve of your smile against my skin. We sway a little to the music, no real dance, just a lazy, intimate rhythm that belongs only to us. Your hands slide slowly up my sides, fingers tracing the outline of my body like you're drawing me from memory. You're leaning closer, lips brushing the edge of my ear. You whisper my name again, just a little louder this time. I feel it travel all the way down my spine. It's not just the sound of it, it's the way you wrap meaning around every syllable in your mouth. My name sounds like a promise, like a confession, like a need. I turn in your arms, facing you now. My hands finding your shoulders for balance. The lights blur around us, but your face stays sharp, clear, impossible to look away from. Say it again, I murmur, my voice hoarse and low. You smile, a slow, devastating curve of your lips that says you already planned to. You lean in so close, our noses almost touch. Your eyes locked on mine like there's nowhere else to look. You whisper my name again, slower this time, stretching it out, letting it linger in the air between us. Every time you say it, it. It sounds more like a song and less like a label. Whisper my name again, like it's the only word you never get tired of saying. Let it drip from your lips, warm and slow, wrapped in all the things you feel but don't say out loud. Every time you breathe it into my skin, my chest tightens and my heart stumbles. Whisper my name again and I'll meet you there, in the space between your voice and my heartbeat, where nothing else exists. In this room, in this light, in this moment, my name on your tongue feels like home. You slide your hands up to cradle my face, thumb stroking the sides of my jaw. The way you look at me makes the whole room tilt just a little, like we read the center of everything. You say my name once more, not as a whisper this time, but as a gentle claim. It hits different, deeper, heavier, sweeter. I answer without thinking, my own voice barely holding together. As your name falls from my lips, we trade names back and forth, soft and slow, like vows no one else will ever hear. Not loud, not dramatic, just intimate and honest, full of heat and tenderness. Your forehead rests against mine, and for a second we just stand there, breathing each other in. The music fades into the background, and all I can hear is the sound of you, the sound of us. You pull